I just want to go back here just to
And we're
double
gonna,
check, make sure, because I ended up like having one too many, I think, and so I'm like just making sure I'm not gonna add that one in there.
I don't mean this. Do you need help counting?
No,
Tim?
I might potentially. I might. I'm not gonna lie.
Once you get to 2 digits.
I'm just realizing that I'm not gonna include.
But
these.
it could be 0.01.
Okay, so that one's
I
a
don't know.
no. That's a no.
Oh,
that's a
he's
no.
working his way through.
Okay, here we go.
Here we
All
go.
right. No, well, hey. You know what,
It's a
guys?
no?
I asked this
we're
guy
gonna
if he's
we're gonna get through this
prepared.
together. I am prepared. I just wanted to.
Okay, let's go.
Y'all are really. You
Just
guys
let
are
me know
really hard
again,
on me,
let
man.
me know
Y'all
when to
make
pull up the
this hard
trailer.
on me.
you do have like a whole week to prepare.
You stop it, Jeff. This always
Like
sneaks
every
up on
week.
me. It sneaks up on me every time. Matt
Jeff,
Matt waits till the
thank you,
last
Jeff.
second to send me the
Oh,
list.
Again, it's all on Matt for
The
Matt
mule.
sending him
You should check the mule out.
the mule. Okay,
That's got
an old
Clint
man.
Eastwood in it. He directed it, I think, didn't he? Yeah, he did. Equalizer 2, that's another one.
Antoine Fuqua, Denzel Washington doing what they do.
Just they need to stop fucking with Denzel. They just need to leave Denzel the fuck alone. Period.
But as
Leave
long
him
as they
alone.
keep capturing it on film and people
Dude,
pay money
I'm
to
just
watch
saying,
what happened,
I don't know why they're out there testing Denzel like that. Like
are
every
you
time you
worried
see
one
that
of
he
these
just
times he's not going to make it through?
no. I mean, he's just murking people. Arizona. You should
Arizona.
see Arizona.
Oh, Danny McBride.
McBride of Daniel.
Again, so we're good. You don't want
we
a
can
trailer?
show
You want a
show a trailer for this.
This
I
is your
suppose
call.
because I mean
That's one we should trailer
yeah,
up.
that's a
I
trailer.
was about to say
one.
because I don't think I saw this, so that or was that familiar? So 2018.
I think those are the ones we should trailer up. The ones we don't really know of each.
I completely agree. Let's see. Arizona official trailer. Here we go. Again, eventually we'll get it sorted out so you can hear
What, do they teach a seminar to you guys? Just how to lie to people? You didn't say that my house would double in its value in 2 years. Lie.
Say whatever you gotta say to close the deal, don't you?
Hey, buddy.
I can see your
you
screen,
like
but I
to
can't
take a
see
tour
your
of my house?
screen.
My personal gym. This is where the pool's gonna go right here. I'm gonna do a little swim up bar right there. It's gonna be sexy as hell.
So these are your kids?
Jason Penn. That's me. You know, I'm just gonna say it aloud. Your boss is dead.
Please don't kill me. I have a daughter.
Shut up. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. I have kids, and that was mean. Here's the plan. We're gonna take Gary's body,
Bodies are like super heavy, right?
and we're gonna chop it up like civilized people.
Cassie! I told you I wasn't gonna kill you!
911. What's your emergency?
There's a man inside there, and he's killed people. He's got a lot of guns.
Yeah, boy.
So do I.
Oh,
Damn it! God damn it! Who'd I shoot?
I love that guy.
David Allen Greer.
Looking for my ex-wife and my daughter.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Luke Wilson's here, dude. Super.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I gotta get out of here.
Oh yeah, Robin McElhenney's
Be
wife.
nice to each other until it gets dark. Relax.
It's always funny.
Sweet D.
TV on.
Sweet D.
God damn it. Okay, we're not gonna watch TV. No one's watching TV, okay?
I fucking love that movie.
Cool, yeah, I didn't
all
see
right,
that.
and then movie number that was number 3. Movie number 4 here, White Boy Rick. Great
Oh
movie.
shit! A movie about Mikey.
White Boy Rick.
White
yep,
Boy
movie about
Rick.
me. And let's see. So that was number 4. Number 5.
McConaughey's
Halloween.
in that, right?
Yeah,
Sorry.
McConaughey.
Yeah, he plays his dad.
Yeah, it's a
Halloween,
movie
this
about
is
the
the-
story of a teenager, Richard Wersher Jr., who became an undercover informant for the FBI during the 1980s and was ultimately arrested for drug trafficking and sentenced to life in prison. Yeah, he was
Oh.
out there doing all kinds of stuff, selling drugs and guns and suppressors, all kinds of stuff. He was doing a bunch of wild things. He was
He
doing
was
things
having fun
that you
doing bad
shouldn't- that You
things.
should try to not do. So
But that
and
led him
then
to not fun things.
also Halloween.
So this is the one that Danny
number
McBride
5.
and David Gordon Green, right?
Which one?
This Halloween.
This
Yeah,
Halloween?
Yeah.
Danny McBride
This
and
isn't
David.
Rob
No,
Zombie,
David Gordon
right?
Green directed it, but I know that he and Danny McBride did the screenplay.
That's what it was.
Perhaps.
David Gordon
It's
Green,
really good.
like they're responsible, for all those HBO shows, basically, kind of associated with Jodie Hill.
Huh.
And so it was, it's not a comedy, obviously. So
No.
it was interesting.
Yeah, the Michael Myers Halloween movie.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's I would show a trailer, but I don't think
No,
unless you want to see it.
No,
Yeah.
no.
You don't need to see that.
And let's see number. I think this is number 6. Black Klansman.
What's that about?
Black Klansman. I think it's one you could show. It's a trailer you could show. It's
Clayton Biggs.
You just look up Halloween.
no.
He looked at the holiday, like, yeah.
Oh.
Jeff's putting him on blast.
And then
October
blast me away, man.
31st.
Let's see.
Yeah, right there. That'll be fine.
It's a Spike Lee joint.
Yep.
Gotta love it. Speaking of Denzel, here's Baby Boy.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's never been a black cop in this city. We think you might be the man to open things up around.
Tenet. Him being a part of Tenet, I'm gonna always love him no matter what. But he's also quite good.
So Topher Grace plays
Hello.
David Duke in this movie.
Who am I speaking with?
Yeah.
My dad grew up in a very small town of Louisiana, and he used to cut David Duke's grass.
Since you ran,
Yeah.
I hate Jews.
You did.
This is a true story.
Italians and Chinese.
That's pretty wild.
My mouth
Yeah.
ears. I really hate those black rats. And anyone else really that doesn't have pure white Aryan blood running through their veins.
I'm happy to be talking to a true white American.
God bless white America.
Well, it's funny that conversation
KKK
is
planning
like
an
sorry
attack.
to bother
How do you
you.
propose to make this investigation?
We'll establish
white voice.
contact over the phone. We'll need a white officer to
Oh, when he's talking about how he can tell if he's talking to a black guy or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously it is. Yeah.
Can you do that?
With the right white man, we can do anything.
When's the last time they let a rookie lead an investigation? Oh, that's right. Never.
Okay.
Adam Driver, though, too.
Let's get invited back.
So what kind of stuff you guys do?
Cross burnings, marches. This is fixing to be a big year for us.
Such a good movie.
Yeah.
Cover or something?
We must unite and organize to fight racism.
Are you down for the liberation of black people?
I didn't realize that Jordan Peele produced it.
That's racist.
That's pretty
For
cool.
you, it's a crusade. For me, it's a job.
You're Jewish.
That hatred, doesn't that piss you off?
You're taking this Jew lie detector test.
Why are you acting like you ain't got skin in the game?
Oh, the July detector test.
I'm telling you, the wars are coming.
I think that's what he said.
It's like, nope. We are in August.
He's like, oh.
Klux Klan.
So then he definitely said Jew.
We're on a roll, baby. America first.
All right. So number 7, I believe. Vice. I think everybody should see Vice. It explains a lot about the Bush presidency.
Vice is referring to
Christian
Vice
Bale.
President. Is that the Cheney?
It's about the Dick Cheney. It's the story of Dick Cheney. And
Christian
it's
Bale
pretty
put on
incredible.
500 pounds? Is that the
Yes,
one?
it's pretty incredible. The whole story, really, like the
498.
whole in and out of it. Like, there's a whole bunch of shit where I was like, I didn't really even know that. Like, for instance, that he pretty much is like the only, no president or vice president or anybody has had their own office in like all of these different government buildings, like the Pentagon, the White House.
I mean, when
like,
you have that much Halliburton in your pocket,
dude, he literally had an office
Literally
everywhere.
Literally the
Hey,
deep
I
state.
love and respect the guy, but talk about really helping perpetuate the military-industrial
Yeah,
complex.
but Christian Bale and homeboy from Chris, Sam Rockwell.
Yes, sir.
Sam Rockwell is George Bush. I love that.
Yeah, that's right.
Dude, it's fantastic. If you want to play it, you can. You don't have to. I think there's another one there's probably a better one you could play. Let's see, number 8, Bad Times at the El Royale.
Yeah, that's a good one, dude.
I actually saw that one in the theaters.
You did?
I did.
That's
How
a badass
what
one.
circumstances led to that?
What?
actually going to a theater to see a movie. It was before COVID, but still, I'm trying to think.
I went and saw it over here. What's it called? The one in Garland, right across from Hollywood or whatever.
Yeah. The Dollar Theater, whenever the.
No, it was
Cinemark.
The Cinemark or whatever. That's like the only movie I've ever gone and seen there.
Yeah.
All right. So that was Bad Times El Royale. That was number 8. Number 9, you could show a trailer for these last two if you wanted, but number 9, The Ballad of Buster Scruggs.
Oh, yeah.
Sucker.
Such a good... What'd you say?
Think anything they put out is good?
No, I just thought this was good.
Did
you
I'm
see
joking.
It?
I'm a fan.
Did you see it, though?
I'm joking. I love the Coen Brothers.
But did you see the movie?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I really liked it. I was like...
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it to be what it was. Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Yeah,
it's on a
anthology
bunch of
movie.
stuff.
Yeah, I remember when it came out.
I think it was on Tubi
exclusive.
at one point. Shout out, maybe.
But
maybe
yeah,
not.
whenever
I
it
don't
first
know.
came out, it was like a Netflix.
I don't want to
production.
false Tubiify.
People are so easily distracted. So I'm the distractor with a little story.
Driver never stops.
People can't get enough of them because, well, they connect the stories to themselves, I suppose. And we all love hearing
Again,
about
it's like.
ourselves.
Yeah, the Liam
like the
Neeson one, dude. Oof.
Oh, yeah. When he's actually acting again, and not just being some old guy who's forced to use a set of skills that make him dangerous.
His gun. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, I love the one. What's his name? Tom Waits. The Tom Waits one.
Tom Waits.
The miner.
He's always got little bit rolls where
Pockets.
I love
plays
Buster
himself.
Scruggs. Buster Scruggs' part, while it wasn't
this
long,
one
and I thought
obviously set the tone, but also kind of broke my heart when I realized the whole thing wasn't going to be about him.
I know.
But I love the
boy.
Tom Waits one. I just love Tom Waits, man.
Yeah, I agree. The Tom Waits one is amazing. It's a bunch of like short stories or whatever. For those of y'all who are watching, wondering what's going on.
Like how many little movies
like
are
4
contained?
or something, isn't it? 5?
4 or 5.
Yeah, it's awesome though. It's a great.
Yeah, Coen Brothers in the Western, bunch of little mini stories. It's, again, there's one of those director duos that they have such a signature style that if you like them, I mean, they really shouldn't. They haven't disappointed me. You know, going all the way back to Raising Arizona.
Fargo, dude.
We need to Raising Arizona.
Did you notice that guy that showed at the one station was the guy from Office Space? I'm going to burn down the building.
Oh yeah, would you like? I got his number.
And the number 1 movie for this year. This transcends genres.
Whoops, I need to show.
This transcends. This transcends transcendence of transcending movies.
Mikey.
Hereditary.
Oh.
Number 1.
That.
Hereditary.
Golf clap.
Thank you. I'm glad you picked it because the only reason I didn't is for a reason you'll find out. But this.
So, if you want to show, you don't have to, but if you want to show a trailer, it's a spook. It's a spooky spooker.
It deserves it. I don't like horror movies.
This isn't this thing. Again, it's not. It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, it's a scary movie, but it's also one of those movies where you want it. A24. You know, here it is again.
Yeah,
this is Ari Aster, right?
Are they batting 1,000?
Yeah, they are. It is Ari Aster.
Look at this. They're in a.
Have you seen Beau is Afraid?
I have. And I actually had talked about it. This was last
This
season.
movie actually though does capture emotion.
Faces here today. I know my mom would be very touched.
Matt, what do you think about the scene in the attic?
Dude.
My mother was a very secretive and private woman.
It literally just that's what he was. He was just what's your dad? He's just a big dick, man.
When you were a little baby, she wouldn't let me feed you because she needed to feed you. She was a very difficult woman, which maybe explains me.
I recognize you from your mother.
What?
Sometimes I swear I can feel them in the room.
I fucked up.
I fucked up.
She isn't gone.
She had private rituals, private friends.
Who's gonna take care of me?
You don't think I'm gonna take care of you?
Dude, she deserved an Oscar for this performance,
Yeah,
man.
no shit.
Tony
Oh, I
Collette.
love her, man.
That's about the
Dude.
most graphic depiction of somebody in utter grief
Dude.
that I've ever seen.
I agree.
Like, she should have at least been nominated.
Yeah, I'd recommend not watching this movie alone if you can avoid it.
Maybe not watching it with like a younger sibling.
Yeah.
That little girl's creepy.
Watch it with people that can tolerate a scary movie.
I just don't want to put any more stress on my family.
I'm getting like goosebumps, dude. This shit. Oh my god. Yes, so
Man.
I realized I left a movie out. Do you mind if I say it? Or should I wait?
Honorable mention, go ahead.
Just go ahead and, I mean, you've already wasted so much time talking about it. Just say the words.
Yeah, just have 11 picks.
Mute.
With
M-U-T-E?
Paul Rudd.
Oh, yeah, Paul Rudd and Skarsgård.
Yeah,
Alexander
that was.
Skarsgård.
I love that movie. The movie is so good. I thought it was a really good movie.
I was entertained by it.
Yeah, I thought it was a good movie.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Mute. I'm glad you mentioned
Mute.
it though. It's good.
Mute.
It's
It
worth
was
checking
good.
out because it did some world building and all that.
Yeah, exactly. It was interesting. It was a cool plot. Cool plot.
Yeah, I feel like they left meat on the bone per se.
Yeah, and it was like the way they came back around.
Yeah.
You know, it was interesting.
All right.
All right, that was it. Thank you guys. We'll
All right,
just see
so-
y'all next week.
Who should go next, Mikey?
You go. Why don't you go next, Matt? You go next.
All right. Why don't I go next?
Why didn't Matt?
Oh, I'm gonna have nothing left after Matt, dude.
Okay. All right. So again, mine. Yeah, like Jeff, I believe, is generally the only one that puts a lot of blood, sweat, and tears
I
into
put a
numerically
lot
ranking them.
into what I.
There is a
That's
whole
great.
week.
Yeah, see me, I didn't put blood, sweat, and tears into ranking them other than picking my first one, but I'll go and get this out the way. Hereditary, definitely
Dang,
must
that's a
see.
good one.
I've got a little movie
That's
that came
the
out.
one that nothing happens in, right?
Yes.
Yes, that's the one. Got a little
That's
movie.
the Blair
that-
Witch Project.
Oh yeah, that Chris was a big fan of. Upgrade came out this year.
Hey, good movie.
Lee Wanell, who did a lot of Saw stuff.
kitchen knife. The kitchen knife scene.
It was Upgrade is solid.
No, bro,
kind of
that's
living-
Ryan's older brother in the OC.
Oh yeah, deals with basically a human being upgraded.
Yeah, that was a badass movie.
It's like a modern day sci-fi because it's based in the time that's basically
Well, it kind of felt
seemingly
like
modern day.
It kind of felt like those '80s movies that would come out, you know, but like because it had like a B-list actor in it and stuff, but like it was just done well. Like everything was
Yeah,
done well.
dude.
and done
In
right.
the acting, and I just remember hearing interviews with the actor who was actually, if you saw Prometheus, he was the one dude that died
Yeah,
pretty early in
in
Prometheus.
Prometheus.
Yeah, but just the practice, the acting of being kind of mechanical and robotic, like he's not having natural movement. I mean, of course he can do that a lot of different ways, but I
Yeah,
know
he was only listening to techno and stuff.
they just went to a rave to find that. There's our guy. I'll save this one for last. And here's something kind of outside of my normal. I'm picking a documentary for one, just because of how interesting of a psychological study it is. But Free Solo, about Alex Honnold. Alex,
That's a good one.
the guy that basically they did all the tests on his brain. It's like whatever would register fear. It's like there's no activity because you wonder how does. I'll probably play a trailer. Just
Yeah, he's a
at least
free
part of it.
climber that, like-
Yeah, he did El Capitan or some.
That's the one that I was
Oh,
thinking of.
dude,
El
that movie
Capitan.
gave me
He
so
did
much
No Boat
anxiety.
or whatever.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's like there's something different.
I've heard
And
Rogan
the way
talk
this
about
guy's brain's wired is literally
Dude,
different.
I'm glad you brought this one up because I have one of my favorite documentaries, and this is one of my favorite documentaries. I just must have missed it.
Does it feel different to be up there without a rope? It's obviously like much higher consequence.
Like I just feel like this
People
is
who know a little bit
don't
about climbing,
it takes
they're
this
like, "Oh,
level
he's
of
totally
extreme
And then people who really know
activity
exactly what
to
he's
get his
doing
kicks. Like
are
that's nuts.
freaked out.
I've thought about El Cap like for years, and every year I'm like, that's really scary.
To just not have
I'll never be content unless I at least put in the effort.
like a fear. I mean, he's got to have some level of fear, but I don't know. Honestly, I almost feel like
It's
how could
3,200 feet of sheer granite. It's the center of the rock.
but it makes you wonder.
Obviously, I get interview questions. about
Obviously,
it all
like
the
I
time.
think
Oh,
he
would you
has a
like to do
girlfriend or
that?
wife, but
Like, yes, for sure.
like how human is he? You know what I mean? Like, could you sit down in a room and talk to him and crack some jokes? I didn't.
Pretty much makes life better in every way.
I think so. Like I didn't see enough of his personal life to get a good feel for him, other than his dedication and fearlessness.
If he doesn't do this stuff, he'd regret it.
Everybody who has made free soloing a big part of their life is dead now. I haven't been injured in like 7
Yeah.
years.
Well, I mean, what
He's like
drives you to
Tom
do something
Cruise
like that
for stuff.
if you don't
Like, Tom
have
Cruise
fear?
could die making a movie. Like, this
For
guy's
sure.
gonna die climbing a rock.
I could just walk away, but it's like, I don't want to.
Well, there you go. He could walk away, but he doesn't want to. So go climb some stuff. No, that's pretty compelling. Like I said, it's even just to see the footage of what he's doing. It's awesome. But yeah, for me, it's just more like this observing a human that's brain functions this way. It's nuts. All right, and here's one. I don't know if anyone else saw, called High Life. It was
I can't say that I did.
weird
I don't
indie
know.
sci-fi with Robin Pattinson. I guess I'll be showing the trailer for a few of these because they're kind of
that's
weird.
The guy that broke his back in that
If
movie.
you know me, I'm like weird stuff. I'm
No,
basically like
you don't, dude. You don't like. Weird
I'm like a
stuff.
cliche I'm like a stereotypical, like, oh, he's the guy who likes weird independent shit, but that just happens to be what I like. So let's watch it. Let's see. But I like mainstream stuff.
So
too,
come
but
watch my weird stuff with me.
I know, dude. I like not weird stuff, but I just like. It's like Alex Honnold. He's got to climb rocks to get his kicks. I got to see weird abstract things to get a bone. Oh, let's see.
Oh, whoa. To get a what?
A bonus at work. A24, see? They're ticking.
Okay,
All right.
they don't miss. They don't miss. So yeah, I guess it's gonna
Yeah,
be a
we have to
banger.
stop saying that because I think we said it so much.
Shut up.
Maybe it should be their new slogan: A24, we don't miss.
Didn't they do
The Mikey and Me
didn't they do the
podcast.
Civil War movie?
A24.
We were scum. Trash. Refuse that didn't fit into the system.
It's definitely gotten to the point where when you see A24, you know you're going to see something interesting.
Yeah, interesting at a bare minimum, and interesting, and I feel like with whatever some level of artistic integrity that
Yeah, exactly.
regardless of the budget, like these people seem to be like committed artists to something.
It's like big budget art house movies, to be honest.
Dude, that is an amazing summarization of a big budget art house.
That's why I brought this guy Jeff, man. I found this guy just hanging
Did you
out.
see that?
smoking
That was
cigarettes
Andre.
somewhere.
Yep.
3000?
Yeah, he starts blasting Stankonia in one scene. That's Mia Goth.
Oh, before she's like Mia Goth.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Even though we're moving forwards, getting further from what's getting nearer.
This was a great year for weird sci-fis, because I got some more for you. Juliette Binoche.
Break the laws of nature.
It's cool. So they have this sci-fi premise and setting, but most of what goes on is just the interplay of these humans and this weirdness. So yeah, High Life. Get high and watch life. All right.
So it's a remake?
No, that's How High.
Oh, okay, never mind.
All right.
Okay.
And here's another one. We'll see if maybe someone else here has seen it because who's in it. Mandy.
Oh yeah, I've seen. Yes.
Nicolas Cage?
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage.
Cheddar Goblin?
Nicolas Caging
That's the
rifle.
one where he's like silent the whole time, isn't he?
Almost. He's and I love the chick.
That movie
actress
with
is
Tom,
really good. She
that
was like a
Capone
possessor
movie with
and-
Tom Hardy probably would have been better if he was silent in
But
it.
yeah, I won't say the trailer. But Mandy is like one of those like really low intentionally, but also
Yeah.
low budget looking like throwback revenge movie that's just way over the like top weird psychedelic looking. I
Yeah.
just remember the director's name being so weird. I have to look it up now.
Nicholas Winding Refn.
No, but
Oh.
look at that. Someone's been practicing. Someone's been practicing saying that. No, dude, this guy's name's like a Yorgos Lanthimos type name. Panos Cosmatos.
Oh, how'd you forget that?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
that's
Panos
roughly
Cosmatos.
translated
Yeah, I'm just saying
means
Yorgos
pianos of the gods.
obviously must
Yeah,
be
Yeah.
Greek, but
Yeah, it's
Yep.
Pianos of the Gods.
Piano- yeah.
Andrea Riseborough.
No, he's right.
That's right.
That
She was
checks
in there.
out.
She's great. She's
Google it.
This chick is
Are
actually.
you rejecting my pug right now?
I'm loving the pug.
Okay.
But yeah, she's been in a lot of great stuff too. She's quite an actress. All right, moving on. Sicario, Day of the Soldado.
Yeah.
Dude, I just watched this the other day for the first time. It's actually
Oh, for
good.
real?
Okay.
Good for
So-
you,
Yeah.
dude. Good for you.
So
It was good.
And the thing is, I didn't see this right away
I
myself
saw 'em
either.
backwards.
Yeah.
I saw this one first and then the first
Oh,
one.
see, it's interesting because we talked about the first one. Dennis Villanueva directed it, and actually I forget to mention Taylor Sheridan wrote the script, which he's kind of like anything he writes turns to gold lately. There's a lot of like
Yeah,
Yellowstone, we
Yellowstone.
have Kingstown, all the Yellowstone spin-off. And he was an actor, so he's really good at writing stuff for actors. But I have to say, so the sequel came out, and it wasn't directed by Dennis Villanueva, so I was automatically less inclined to see it. But I hadn't completely gotten into a show I've talked about, Gomorrah, before, right?
Yes.
So Stefano Salima, who was directed a fair bit and a big part of the production of Gomorrah, that Italian mob crime show, he directed this.
Oh, shit.
And so I was like, oh, okay. Which, after I saw it, and it's like, okay, this is still like a really taut, nice, clean, well done action movie dealing with cartels. Yeah, and it had brought all the characters back. So honestly, I feel like it got slept on by a lot of people. But I think it was like a legit sequel. Like, it really was.
Oh, yeah, no. It's...
So, yep. Sicario, Day of the Soldado. So that's Hitman, Day of the Soldier for people who might want to know things.
Oh, that's cool. You can see the budget right there.
Oh,
for
don't
the
look.
movies. Stop. This full disclosure to the fans. $6 million was the budget.
That was for Mandy.
Oh.
Yeah, but say $6
Look
million
that
for
gang,
Sicario,
dude.
you're right.
He really
It's
did a
like,
lot.
They did great.
All right. And this next movie,
That's
which
impressive. You guys want to make a movie next weekend?
seriously, this next one is definitely way different than all the others. I won't show a trailer,
Tell
but I
us.
think it did. It was definitely in some Oscars nominated categories. Roma. There's an Alfonso Cuarón. It's almost kind of a biographical style film.
You do like the directors with complex names. Alfonso Cuarón.
Yeah, I'll just show at least part of the trailer, just because it's done in black and white, so
Darren
it has all
Aronofsky.
that intentionality.
Nicholas
But
Winding Refn.
Darren Aronofsky.
What's
Darren
another director you
Aronofsky.
like? But you don't like M. Night Shyamalan. You like all these
Oh,
other
man.
guys with weird names. I like M. Night
like this in Cuarón, I can't. Yeah, he's done a handful of other. He didn't do Birdman. That was in Aratu. This guy's done a lot of really great films, and so like I said, I think that this is really has a biographical feel. Can't remember if it's exactly that, but it's. Yeah, so there you go. You can Children of Men and Gravity, right?
Children of Men is one of my all-time favorite movies.
That's what I'm saying.
He did that movie too?
Yes. So here, like it's.
Gravity's
really
also
good.
super underrated.
Yeah, it's slow. It's kind of like a life story type thing, but it's really good. Okay, we got 3 more left, so
3 more.
I'm gonna have to show
Better
trailers.
have some fucking good ones
for
in
each
here
of
because these
these.
ones have sucked so far.
So this next one is a little movie called Climax.
Yeah.
That was directed by our good friend Gaspar Noé.
See, Gaspar Noé. You see what I'm saying? Nobody he likes that directs a movie is named like James Smith.
Right, but this might be his most mainstream accessible movie.
Yeah.
Like, you could show this to people and not be worried about...
What's his name again? Gaspar Noé?
Gaspar Noé. Noir.
Is this an A24?
Dude.
They
own
don't miss.
They don't miss. Here we go. Oh, Vice Studios.
If you can dance, what would you do?
So this is cool. It's the premise of there's all these different, like, amazing elite dancers from around the world that are recruited to this, like, weekend event thing. And they are unknowingly, the punch is drugged with a lot of LSD. And so they all start tripping and things get nuts. but they're
So
the
somebody.
way he casted this, he literally found some of these dancers like on YouTube. So a lot of them were just like legit from around the world. He's like, I saw you dance. And so there is
So yeah, like
really cool choreography. Like there's scenes when they're just like dancing and doing dance stuff. It's just really cool. So it's
but-
actually more artistic
okay.
than a lot of his other
So the
weird
guy
stuff.
in the movie, these people pretty much got. They got George Jones, except
Yeah,
not
and
cyanide.
she's in it, which is forget her Sophia Butella.
Or was it Jim Jones? I said George Jones. He was the fucking
White
He
Lightning.
was-
Gave him White Lightning.
I was gonna say he's a country singer.
But
The possum.
it's
He didn't hurt
again,
nobody.
I love his camera work, his perspective. Like I said, it's accessible, but just I'm a big fan of unique just dancing and choreography, especially like when the deranged. I guess I was reading that when I was thinking that director like Gaspar does something
Brilliantly deranged.
brilliant. That's how I would describe it.
This looks like a movie my dad would like.
Your dad would love this, Bob.
Looks like a movie my dad would
It's
like.
funny because I think that Suspiria remake came out this year, and that was but that was a remake that dealt with a lot of dancers in a weird house. But they weren't all drugged.
I'd like to make a dancing movie. I think we could make a.
I've been making dancing movies my whole life.
Let's make a dance movie.
All right, so two more.
It's like it's Step Up meets
Two more.
fucking
Two more. I won't.
Darren
The
Aronofsky.
next one here is a.
What's
I
the
believe
guy's
a
name?
Swedish. I don't actually don't know their name because this is the only thing they did. It might have been a chick.
Looks like because I don't know how you pronounce a fucking umlaut.
And it came out.
He's got to
in
like make
September in
sounds
Europe.
to pronounce his name. It's not even
Swedish,
just like a.
Swedish, right? So, this movie is utterly depressing and beautiful.
Who produced it?
Matthew Pitts.
Oh,
Jack
a
Marius.
Pitts production.
Again, this was definitely not an American sci-fi because it's so bleak. I was impressed with the budget they even got for it. That's Magnet, but I'm like, okay, this is the right thing. So there's a show actually on right now that my sister and dad are watching that this is kind of called The Ark, which is a similar premise where there's this large ship basically of like people to go colonize a new planet, and they get knocked a little off course, but in such a way that they're never going to be able to reach their destination or correct or anything. So it's just over time this city's amount of humans trying to find a solution, and over time just what happens if you know that you're never gonna get land anywhere. No help is coming.
How long until they start eating each other?
It's more like how long before people start committing suicide.
How long till the oxygen runs out?
Don't want to get eaten.
No, it's because there's some dark scenes.
There was a comedy on HBO with the guy from House that already did this. By
It's a similar. There's been a couple seasons. It's like not area, but something.
Avenue 6.
Yeah,
or something.
Avenue B or something like that.
I don't know.
It was alright.
I thought Josh Gad was funny in it.
Yeah, he was probably the funniest thing.
Well, it looks like it's fucking 4:30 in the afternoon where you're at, Jeff.
But this was loosely, I think, inspired or based on this. It was either a musical work
G'day, mate.
/ poem
Yeah.
that was Swedish. But
fuck. Crikey.
again, it's just kind of looking at it from just the psychological component of hopelessness and just knowing, like, I guess, what do people hold on to? Yeah, it's Chronicles of Narnia. It's really good.
I'll tell you what, man. If you want to be just,
Narnia.
if you're feeling down and you want to be uplifted, just schedule a movie night with Matt.
Yeah.
And he's
Him
just
and
gonna he's
Billy
gonna put
hang out
something
in
on
the-
that's really
hang out
just
in the-
gonna
what
just.
is
Tell you what. And my number one,
Dungeon of Despair.
Jeff. Actually, you might not guess. Alex Garland's Annihilation.
This guy sounds normal. Alex Garland.
Ooh.
Alex
dude, that
Garland.
one.
Not that the other guys aren't normal. I'm sorry, Swedish people.
Not that there's anything
Ex
wrong with
Machina
that.
has worked a lot. Danny Boyle just did Civil War. He's done a lot
Did you
of.
say Danny
interesting-
Ex
Blow?
Machina is my favorite one of his, but this one was actually really good. It was just
I-
one of those
yeah, I
movies that
thought-
I saw once, so I didn't put it on my list. But it's a really good movie.
Yeah, I
Plus
mean it's
Natalie Portman.
it's a trip.
Can't go wrong.
And Oscar Isaac's a very small role, but it's definitely a lot more heady. I feel like it's the most almost like WTF. You know, this guy's getting to do what he wants to do outside of Devs, which you got through, which was
Yeah,
awesome to
that's a good
see him
Yeah,
in long
Devs.
form get
Yeah.
to do that. But Annihilation, I'll skip the trailer. That was but it's yeah, and just the intro and the music that's playing at the beginning. I don't remember, but it's that acoustic guitar. I don't know. It's just it gets
It's
you
a
from
good
the
sci-fi.
Yeah, it gets you from the beginning. It's a good, unique site. What I think they call it the shimmer, with that area that they
Yeah.
found that was all things were growing weird, and it's a female-led cast, so go women.
Yay.
There's that
Yeah,
one
but it's
chick
not
that was
forced
in
though.
some-
You know.
It wasn't. Yeah, there's some Hispanic actress that was in some show my wife liked that was on there. It was interesting to see her take that role. But yeah, number one, Annihilation, and
All right, that was fantastic, Jeff. What you got for us?
I
Okay,
didn't watch
great
any
list,
movies
Jeff.
This year.
Do what?
I didn't watch any movies in this year.
He didn't watch any movies in 2018, so everything he's
I'm
going
gonna
to tell
list
you,
the
he just
best
bullshitted.
wrestling matches of 2018.
He's going to
All
list the best wrestling
we're gonna
matches
pivot
of
to wrestling
2018.
matches for this top 10.
No, honestly, I'm gonna touch on the ones you guys touched on, so I'll go out of my order a little bit
Okay.
and
touch
talk
on
about
things.
We touched
Black
on
Klansman's on there.
Yeah,
Hereditary
Black
is
Klansman.
definitely on there.
Yeah.
So wait, that's all three. So what did Jeff came up with something whenever we all three happened to pick one, an official. I don't know.
What'd you
it was
call
like
it?
a month ago, and not like a 3-star, but like an official Mikey and me
Recommendation.
But there was,
Yeah.
I don't remember. Jeff
So
said
you know
something
it's
once,
serious
and
if
it
it's
was
an
almost
official.
like a
It was
certified.
profound as shit. I just don't remember it.
It was.
Yeah, me
It was
either.
on the nose, but yeah. So that's
Yeah,
all
that
three.
pug's
So
mean. That pug's
Hereditary.
bad. It's a bad
I
pug.
also had Ballad of Buster Scruggs on there too,
Yeah.
and Upgrade's on there as well.
Yes.
But the rest of them are gonna be So there's a movie
go.
called Blockers starring John Cena.
Blockers.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know what that
gosh.
is.
Dude, I went and saw this on a date, and in the
Why?
I laughed my
Yes.
ass off the entire time.
Dude,
like
I
like,
forgot
you know,
about
dude,
this
it's
movie.
like when you go see a comedy, especially in theaters, you want to be laughing like the whole way through, and I was. It was funny. Like it was hilarious. Like John Cena is a super underrated actor. Like he's gonna take over Hollywood. Just wait. Give him a decade.
Yeah, big man comedic acting. He's
Yeah, it's
this
like your
was actually
classic like
very funny.
raunchy comedy. Yeah, like they really don't make movies like this anymore. Like to be honest.
Hold that girl in the palm of my hand.
Kayla's becoming a woman. You're gonna have to deal
Yeah, I
with
forgot. This was very funny. So Blockers, that's a play on a what
Cock
blocker?
blockers.
Blo-
Yeah.
cock blocker.
Oh.
They're trying to make sure their daughters don't have sex on prom night. This is the whole.
That dude looks like my
premise.
buddy. That looks like Jimmy. That dude looks like Jimmy, Jeff.
Yeah, he's I
Ike
forget his name.
Barinholtz,
He's a comedian.
who's
yeah,
hilarious,
Barinholtz.
by the way.
That
Yeah.
dude looks like Jimmy.
He's bounding down. That Russian
Yeah.
picture.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. You are like baby.
It's kind of perfect. I'm in. Julie left her.
Oh, that chick was just in this movie. Was it Annabelle? I don't know. I just watched it the other night. I think it was about that little vampire girl. Alice? Is that what it's called?
Our girls are not thinking things through.
And that's Judd Apatow's wife.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was in one of the first movies I ever remember her being in was that George of the Jungle movie.
Yeah. And what is it?
With Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
Still guy.
Yeah, so that is quite funny movie.
Abigail.
That's what I was thinking. That chick was in Abigail.
Abigail, Chris.
Ibogaine.
Yes. The toad.
You got some?
MAOH?
You got some
All
Ibogaine on
right.
some glass, some frog juice.
What do we got next, Sir Jeff?
Black Panther
Okay.
came out this year. Into the Spider-Verse. So like two of the better.
Yes.
Oh, the Black
That
Panther
was
and the
on.
Spider-Verse, I forgot
That
about
was
one.
easy to be on my. Yeah. And it's an animated feature film, correct?
Exactly, and honestly, it's the best they've ever done. Like, and
It's
that includes
magic.
like all the Batman ones, like everything. Like that's like just
It's
the
movie
animation
magic.
alone. They just did the Ninja Turtles with like the same animation, and that one was really good
Oh, the
too.
one
I
with
liked it a lot.
Seth Rogen was, I think, a part of that. I think him and
Yeah.
his friend.
You can pull this up though. There's a movie called Blind Spotting that I was curious. I saw this in theaters as well. Like it's one of those that's got like
This isn't like
91.
This isn't like anything against blind people, is it? Like how to spot
No.
blind people or
It's
something?
like, look for the stick.
Yeah, I was like,
No,
very
it's
white-
about two best
blind
friends, a
spotting.
white dude and a black dude growing up in like
Okay.
the ghetto and shit.
Okay.
And just how, that people
This
put
sounds a lot
blind
like
spots
The
my
on
life.
rule
certain
number one
things.
about blind spotting: don't let him see you.
Yeah, that is the trick. Stay out of sight.
This movie sounds a lot like my childhood, how I grew up.
You would really like this movie, Mikey. You would really dig it. But not only
David
that,
Diggs.
yeah, David Diggs from
Snowpiercer's
Hamilton
great.
fame.
But
Like,
yeah, Hamilton.
Oh, he got
was
the
where he got
71.
started.
him and the other
71
guy, the
Chevy
white guy
Impala.
in it, they both
Look at that.
wrote an album.
Wow.
Like they both wrote like the soundtrack is an album, and like it's a 2-disc, like 2-part album, and like one of them is where one guy's writing them all and the other guy's writing the other one, and it's
It's
actually
like
really good.
Outcast or something.
They actually made a show about it, but it's all like women. It's on TNT, and like they took a different route with it. But it's a good movie. Like it needs to be seen.
No, yeah, look, I'm a fan of David.
Yeah, put this one into your rotation this week, Matt. You would not be disappointed.
Hell yeah.
But it tackles a lot of different things.
That guy looked like Tommy Pham. Oh, they shot Tommy Pham. Oh my lord.
Whoops.
Oh, and he just saw me. You better get the hell out of there.
You ain't finna peel out in that truck.
Shit, I'm gonna lay
You
down and
was
drive.
going out in that truck.
I've seen some.
I'm gonna lay down and hit the gas.
I've seen something.
That
Punch your
motherfucker
balls
that
down.
motherfucker gonna chase you down like the T-1000.
He ain't even got to. He gonna walk gingerly.
Hey, it already showed that scene with the dude doing the wheelie on the bike. I'm out.
It already showed that guy earlier in the movie. I'm out.
That's a good point.
Just fucking shitting all over me, dude.
All these
No,
people
I'm gonna
are
check
wearing
this out.
pants,
Mikey's gonna
dude.
hate.
This, I'm out.
Oh, he was on the leftovers. Oh.
Yeah, I love that guy.
Oh yeah, you better go, man.
This is like pretty like it's provoking my thoughts right
Looks like
now.
that cop caught him lacking.
I'm not sure quite what to expect. and
That's
that
good. And it's one of
arouses me.
those. It's not slow. It's pretty well paced, but like it definitely
Yeah.
like leads all up to like a big finish.
Yeah, and
all right.
Exactly, he's a compelling. He can carry.
Yeah,
things
if you
well,
like David
so-
Diggs, that's
Yeah.
the best work he's done so far. Like, and
Yeah,
he's a
that
great
That
that's
looks like a
cool.
dude I play softball
Totally
with.
missed it. I bet it is the same guy.
I never
All right,
asked
so we basically have all the other ones covered. Yeah, we got Blockers, Upgrade, Hereditary, Blind Spotting, Ballad of Buster Scruggs, Black Panther, Black Klansman, Into the Spider-Verse, and then you got, if we're gonna do comic book, I can't even talk about.
Oh,
comic
I mean,
book movies.
Avengers Infinity War.
And
That
Infinity
obvious-
War.
It's I
I mean-
it's like to me it's so obvious. I didn't think about it, but it's like. Yeah,
Like, dude,
it's-
I put it
yeah.
as
Been
the
on.
number one, as my number one this year. But there is a movie I want to talk about more. But like, it was just like Avengers Assemble, dude. Like, come on, man. It was,
See,
it was
yeah, I know.
great.
Infinity
Like-
War, honestly, it's if I wasn't leaning hard into whatever I'm kind
Yeah.
of persona I've made of myself,
Mhm.
like that was as excited as I've seen. Like the goosebumps in watching
Yeah,
the
dude.
ending of that movie,
that's
dude.
why you go to the movie theaters, in my mind. So
Dude,
like
it-
that wins.
Yeah, dude. So I'm getting good. I'm just getting cold and scared and excited.
Matthew's a
Go
special
watch it.
fella.
Yeah,
All right,
dude.
but there's one more on my top 10, and it's a documentary. It's called Three Identical Strangers.
Oh,
Yeah.
Y'all just
You
not
guys
gonna
seen
y'all
this?
just not gonna tell me we're doing documentaries now. Y'all want to? Both you
It's a
guys pick
movie.
documentaries?
Yeah, no, I have, dude. This is nuts.
All right, hey, next week, why don't you tell me, hey man, we're picking documentaries.
No, this is some cool weird.
Like, hey, we're gonna wear red shirts
Well,
today.
what's cool about it is I was watching it and my mom my mom was around and I think she was helping me watch one of the kids or something. She's like, "Oh, I remember them. Like, yeah, they were on TV a lot. They like put them out everywhere." And I'm like, "Did you know that like the CIA like experimented on them to see what they would do, like in like 3 identical babies in different situations?" She's like, "What? Like, no. I thought they were just like brothers that got separated." And I was like, "Nah, nah."
They were part of a government experiment.
Yeah.
The government wouldn't do that.
Well, no, they
But
did,
it's
they did it in
great.
like the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, the 70s. They did pretty much forever. Nobody was ever held accountable, but they don't do that anymore.
Yeah, no, they're good now.
You just can't get
Yeah,
caught.
they don't do that
Different.
anymore.
Yeah,
Stop.
they lost all those tactics.
I mean,
in the
I
voting.
don't
No,
think
it was-
it's right, but I can.
Matthew was a man of science.
I mean, I think there's ways to do it without having to do this.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
obviously,
what did they
because they
truly
proved what we
benefit
already
from it?
knew. That's the thing. They proved what we already knew, and some poor bastard had to give his life for it. You know?
Yeah. It's like even what they're like. What was the primary objective of the experiment, right?
To prove, like
nature,
that.
nurture, genetic
So
predisposition.
nature versus nurture. So they would basically, I guess, their inference was that they would all end up like virtually the same in some aspect, like, you know, like they wouldn't be more or less of anything, and then ended up like the guy with all the money like was happy and like looked better, even like they said he looks like the youngest at all of them and stuff.
So it's crazy, like okay, so they come to whatever conclusion. I just wonder what's actionable from that. It's like, oh, they're related, or I guess it just gives them evidence of
Well, no, they're
predisposition.
identical. Like, you got to think about it. Their
Yeah, they're
DNA
not.
is exactly the same. So like they're all like the same like test rats. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that you have that, you start with that, so you give them different experiments, dude, and like it's really I know it's like that has the whole government conspiracy thing, but it's really about like human nature.
About how much do we control
It's about our human
ourselves?
conditioning, is what it's about, and like
There we go.
man, I don't know.
That makes
I love this movie though. It's a great one.
I'm with you. Like, how much of if you being just born from the two parents you had, you're automatically could be a certain way on a certain path because your personalities could be a certain way, and it's like there's nothing you couldn't even really.
Yeah.
There's only so much you can do about it. Yeah. So I'm glad I wasn't a twin or a triplet or anything like that.
How the fuck do you know?
Damn.
Yeah, for real. Maybe you're an experiment, brother.
God, no! Please tell me there's not another Matthew out there.
Maybe there was 2 sets of triplets.
Maybe that's why
Christina,
this
there was
podcast exists. We'll get
3
big
of
enough,
them.
and each of our twins.
It'd be like Jet Li the one, and then we'll
I
have to
think
kill
each of
him,
us have a twin.
and then we'll
I'm gonna
get
tell you
stronger
what. I'll
with
tell you
each
one
that
thing.
we
I'd beat my doppelganger up.
absorbs
There
our
can only
powers.
be one of us.
You
I'd
kill your
whoop
doppelganger.
Spider-Man's ass, and then I'd whoop my doppelganger's
Man, where's Caleb at?
ass.
He watched Coherence. He would get. Yeah.
It'd be like Enemy. It'd be like Jake Gyllenhaal in Enemy,
Dude,
except when that
if
dude
you
approached
find
me,
your
I'd be like,
doppelganger, you kill them right away.
Oh yeah.
Don't
yeah,
even
it's like
hesitate.
Looper.
Yeah, dude.
If
Yeah, you got to close your loop.
Yeah, you gotta close the loop.
Yeah, you got to close the loop,
Get a
man.
bag of gold.
If I see somebody that even looks kind of like me,
He said you get a bag of gold. He said
what I'm talking
anybody who
about.
looks like me.
Wow!
Some guy's just like, this guy's been following me for a
Walking
while.
out of 7-Eleven with a couple of tall boys.
Just
and
looking
like,
at
Put him on
somebody.
my honey. Does that guy kind of look like me? I can see yours.
Stay in the car, lock the doors. When's the last time you checked your
killing
Instagram?
people. He
Just go
thinks
ahead and
he's not
score
gonna
your
get
phone.
caught.
Yeah, we're stupid.
We're joking about murder. We shouldn't.
Yeah, no, that's hilarious, man. Well, no, speaking about...
So what were our numbers? So mine was Annihilation.
Sorry, Jeff had to leave to go kill
mine was
the what's it called that just appeared in his house?
Hereditary.
Yep. Which thank
The
you.
Wendigo.
Hereditary. Number,
Wendigo.
yep,
And
yeah,
this
yeah.
guy
That was a
here
movie to me that's like above horror.
was Perfect
anything. It
Strangers
just,
with
all the
about
genres.
Balky
It's like,
and that
Oh,
the
yeah,
roommate.
fucking,
Yes.
yeah, I
No,
loved
3
that
Perfect
show.
Strangers, not Perfect Strangers.
Three
billboards
identical
of- three
strangers. Did
billboards
you
that
not
were
listen?
identical.
One of our first
I don't think
podcast
he
episodes was
listened.
about listening.
3 friends that are actually secret brothers.
That's Jeff's
I
movie.
think
Yep.
that was
What
that
color
was
is
a
Jeff's
book,
hat?
right? It was like 3 little brides.
3
for
identical
little brothers.
strangers. That was Jeff's number 1.
Aren't these the guys though that killed their parents or
No,
something?
my
Or
number
sitting
one was
courtside at the
Infinity
Knicks
War.
game?
My number one